Happy Monday, June 22nd, 2020. To God be the glory for yet another beginning of a brand new week, new mercies we have seen. Before I left the house, I counted the number of weeks from now until Labor Day. And it's something about the number 12. Not because my birthday is 12/12, but yeah. Anyway, do you have some goals that you want to complete, fulfill, if the Lord has mercy in our lives? I know one of them was, I softened my goals. Before I was like, oh yeah, lose 2 pounds per week. It takes so much. I'm seeing, I guess because I'm middle age, just to lose 1 pound per week. So yeah. So hopefully by Labor Day, I would have shed at least in the teens, 12. But in Ezek.45, it talks about in verse 9, remove violence and spoil. We know over the weekend, I heard that number since Friday, there have been 99 shootings in Chicago. Lord have mercy. And he says for us in verse 9, to execute judgment and justice. Take away your exactions from my people, saith the Lord God. And in verse 6, appoint the possession of the city. Now, and then in verse 2, roundabout for the suburbs thereof. The bottom line is the Lord has appointed each one of us where we live to do great things and to impact neighborhoods, communities, wards, wherever you are. And in verse 7 it says, possession of the city from the west side westward and from the east side eastward. We know that the east side, we really don't have one because that's the lake, but still, we have a southeast side, we have a northeast side, we have a southwest side, we have a northwest side, and all of the neighborhoods are all distinct. Wherever we are, God has placed us there, planted us there for us to bloom and to do his will. In Psalms 22, we would have gone over this today, and we know we celebrated our fathers yesterday, and we know that there is such a need for godly men, strong men. And in verse 4, it says, our fathers trusted in thee. They trusted, and thou didst deliver them. My cousin, who's like somewhat of a bishop, gave a beautiful Zoom service dedicated to the paternal side of my family, and he mentioned how my grandfather would always be ready for church on Sunday morning, and he would play the cornet, trumpet, and my dad would play the organ, and how they were so dedicated and focused, and they planted those seeds into the next generation. This is what is going to take for this to change. And I'm not forgetting the mothers either. It says in verse 10, I was cast upon thee from the womb. Thou art my God from my mother's belly. The Lord wants us to expose our children, our youth, to the things of God while they're in our belly, so that they can instinctively serve the Lord and to have respect and a fear of God. But we can't drop the ball for such a time as this. And then we will all have the testimony in Psalms 52:8. I am like an olive tree. Yep. A tree that is planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth much fruit. I trust in thy mercy of God forever and ever. Verse 8. And we will praise thee forever to the following generation. Have a good Monday in the Lord. Make some goals and glorify the Lord.